I have. Leave them in there, man. Some people don't mean shit to me. But if that's what you're into, hey, more power to you. Anyways, doing pretty good on these repairs here. We got our new rears in. We got all new shocks all around. We did our Kingpins for a steer axle. Our drive shafts have been delayed till tomorrow, but we've been chasing a mean vibration or something wasn't right for like the last month, driving me insane. So I started tearing into the truck and I found all types of stuff wrong. Our wheel bearings were shot. This one is done, just gotta tighten up the axle bolts. Getting all new. It's gonna, I mean, last year around the same time we did our motor, transmission, and clutch, and everything's got about 110,000 miles on it as of right now. So now everything will be brand new from the transmission all the way back. Yokes, drive shafts, rears, bearings, everything. We replaced the shocks again. I initially thought that that's what was a major problem, and they actually weren't that bad. But there's 65,000 miles on them, so we're changing them out. I mean, they're not going to last much longer. 65K on a semi is pretty good. Probably could have went another 10,000 miles. Highly recommend Monroe shocks on semis. The reason why I say that was when I did the shocks this last go around, I could only find 3, and I had to substitute one of them for a Gabriel, and that thing was shot. So don't use Gabriel shocks; they're garbage. These Monroe, like I said, I put about 65,000 miles on them, and they were still good. I changed them because I already ordered them, and I'm already wrenching on the truck, so why not just do it? No, we just swapped out our rears, and we're getting our drive shafts redone, wheel bearings. We are doing a bunch of work. We got all new, like I said earlier, I was chasing a vibration, and when it comes to your Driveline on these trucks, you don't want to mix new with old. I don't give a shit if it's got tent, replace it when you do something else. You'll just pay the price later on. So we got all new yokes. The people that are doing drive shaft are getting our yoke for up here. Everybody was back ordered on our input yoke, but I got lucky. I found a place to handle the drive shafts, and they originally said we get it back today, but they're like, hey, first thing tomorrow morning. I'm like, whatever. I'm not even I would like to have them today only because I'd rather just have the parts here. I don't feel like stopping when I'm doing them or to go get them, that's all. But I still got to do 3 more wheel bearings. So the rears, we had 355s. If you look at our door sticker with the VIN tag on the the door jamb, this truck came with 24.5 tall rubber. When I bought it, it had low pro 22.5s. So at 1600 RPM, we were only doing 70 miles an hour. It was terrible. So I would have normally went with maybe low pro 24.5s because we do need some drive tires, but we got Sun Life. Some people would say that's plenty of time. So I went with 336s. We're going to keep the low pros so we can still we can keep a lower deck height on our drop deck. Talking about the U-joint series. U-joint series. So in between the rears, it's 1710. Everything up front's 1810. All half rounds. Yeah, what's your major problems? I'd like to know, because I've been staring at this son of a bitch for like a week. Yeah, trash, you're right. It's a working truck, and if you think it's trash, that's cool. You're probably running rocking a Freightliner or a Volvo, but if I fix some cosmetic stuff and threw a cool paint job on it, I mean, you're staring at 200K right there. Looks like all the uppers are wrong parts. What are you talking about, uppers? But no, our truck's far from trash, regardless of what trolls on YouTube want to say. I don't really care what anybody says. Mistake I made was I was in a bind. I needed another truck a few years back. And Mad Max, I mean, that's best because I know my truck pretty good. I actually know it very well by now. But anyways, I was in a jam. I need another truck. My other truck was I would have to take off the road for about a month, and I had contract work. Didn't want to mess that up. So I went ahead and bought another truck. And yeah, this one looked pretty. I test drove it. 5 hours. Idle. Turn it off. Run it again. And everything checked out. And it was fine running local, what I had going on, but the second I put it over the road, it we had to ditch the A-cert that was in here. I think she ate a valve, but no, we put a brand new cat in here. Looks like someone knows how to. Yeah, right. Okay. Jimmy and keep trucks running. Okay. Well, there's a $54,000 engine I did last year. If that's Jimmy and a truck together, I don't know what I don't know what is. Okay. But we're brand new from our motor to our driveline. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't want to say brand new. Our motor has 100,000 on it, but for a cat, I know you don't understand that. You probably run to Detroit or something and can't afford a cat, but hey, to each his own. 45 years? Yo, that's where you messed up, bro. You've been trucking 45 years. You're a moron with your money. That's your problem. You're stupid as fuck. I got 4.5 more years to go, bub. Everything I have will be paid for. Done. My Lenny, thank you very much. "13 kids." Bro, listen, man, Trump's putting in all that shit, bro. Milking the fucking system. Damn. Yeah, I'm sorry, I want to rant. Listen, I'm a few been drinking some moonshine and had some Coors Banquet. If we're not running down the road, we're wrenching. I do all my own work. So you joints, yeah, okay. Demon Strauss. I've seen the shoe joints go for over $1 million. You're absolutely right. So, like I said, the last month I've been chasing a mean vibration, and it was sporadic. It wasn't consistent. And finally, I had enough of it, so I parked the truck, started ripping everything apart. Already had intentions on setting the drive shafts out. I dropped them off. They're like, "Who the hell built your drive shafts?" I'm like, "They came on the truck." They're like, "They're wrong." I'm like, "I would have to agree with you because something's wrong." So they're redoing everything on. And one of the things, he asked me how many U-joints I've been through lately. I'm like, "Yeah, dude, like fucking 50,000 miles and they're toast." So they're getting all that squared away, making sure it's perfect. And yeah, it's hard when you're trying to run a truck, run a business, and support a household and everything, and keep up on maintenance. Yes, you're absolutely right. You can't trust a brand new part to be perfect. That's why we're going the route we went. But the drive shafts are running us. I had no idea what everything was going to cost with this when I stopped and started wrenching, but I knew what rears are going to run. We did our Kingpin shocks and all that, tie rods. We're getting alignment on Thursday. We went ahead and put new steer tires on. Best of the best. For the ones that say I just throw parts in a truck, don't know what I'm doing. Alright. And our other steer tires weren't bad. They had just as much tread on there, but because the Kingpins were bad, they were wearing a little bit either on the outside or inside edge. And after doing all this work and getting alignment, I just want it right. Throwing parts at a truck, grabbing a random fucking shock right here. Shocks are still good. Still inching up. I mean, they had some miles left on, not much, but $2024. Oh yeah. Hey man, congratulations. That's great. You are now a sheep with the government with your emissions and your log books. Or your e-logs, I should say. So therefore, I would call you an idiot. People like myself, he'd say, "Oh, his truck's a 05. He's got to run e-log. He's a not, it's not 99 or older." Yeah. Well, this truck never had DEF fluid, so I can technically go back in motor years. That's why we did a 3406E. So we're paper logs. No emissions at all. No fucking stupid ass second turbo. $99. $70 years old, bro, and still trucking. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say a prayer tonight for you. I could have bought a brand new truck, especially for what I've got in this thing. But you know what? The difference is I know what I have, and then it gives you opportunity to build it like you want. And also, I don't have to abide by some government mandate about an e-log or cow piss fluid to put in your truck, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, doing it all my life. I don't know nothing else. Listen, bro, I've done other things. I know other things. This here is a stepping stone. Hey, if it keeps on, if it somehow starts booming again, I'll keep running. I like trucks. I like driving. I hate the industry. It sucks because of flip-flop wearing, Freightliner driving, Volvo people. My Lenny. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what's messed up is I'll get in my pickup truck or something. I can't even put it in a parking spot. But this, no problem. It's strange. Or I got a wide body Challenger that's a 6-speed. Go to drive that thing and I'll stall it out and miss a gear, and I'm like, what the hell? Because you're not floating gears in one of them cars. I don't know how much more we're going to get done tonight, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm always rushing my damn self to get something done, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's one of our invoices for this week, and that's only a third of it, and I'm doing the wrenching, so that's just parts. So if I had to go to a dealer or something, especially if I had a 2024 like an idiot, I'd be screwed right now. Papa Smurf, you're absolutely right. I wholeheartedly believe in like keeping busy. I know a lot of the older people that like, oh, I can't wait till I retire and all that, and then they literally drop dead. But no, keep yourself busy. But this is not something to keep yourself busy. Wait until you're 70. I'm 30. The hell am I? I'll be 36 this year. 40, I'm done. My body can't take this crap. If I was just driving 9 to 5 or something, or, you know, whatever, but no, I run the hell out of this truck. I wrench on it. It's a lot. So our truck leaks a little bit of air as it sits. It's been in here for, I don't know, 5 days or so. So what I did was, now I do have air fitting on one of my tanks, but I believe that's just strictly for the air brakes. I added this little quick connect, literally a tire fitting that runs up to my bags. So if I need to raise the truck up, I could just air it up right here. We still got to hook up our sensors. We've been running a lot of snow lately, sleet, ice, and everything. And honestly, I don't care what you do. These wires they corrode and break. And that's literally every time you're in the damn snow. It's not a dump truck. It's a regular semi. But these are other axles. Like I said, we just got to. This one's ready to get tightened down. We got our wheel bearings here. Seals. There's another invoice. But yeah, I mean, this is like the truck obviously was still running while I pulled in here, trying to chase down these problems, and just started tearing into it, and here we are. I think we're at like 13 grand in a couple days, just parts. But it's not as bad as last year. Last year was ridiculous. Oh, and the guy, I think it was Mad Max, whatever, earlier said I just throw parts in the truck to keep it running, all that shit. All right. So let's talk about throwing parts in the truck. So I keep spare parts in my truck. This is one of them. All right. You think I'm going to use this? It's brand new, but it's been sitting in my truck. The answer is no. This thing right here is junk. I would not use this. Why? There's rust and pitting on here. And this right here is a bundle of trash. You know why? Because that doesn't even cover the cost of the freaking drive shafts I got to pick up tomorrow. But it's ridiculous. Like the place I picked out for the drive shafts, they seem like they know what they're talking about. They got great reviews, and I'm over the road, so I don't know these people personally. They tell me a price, it seems pretty steep, but when I tell somebody a price, they might think it's steep, and who are they to argue? I'm the one in the business, so I'm not going to do it to them either. So he said his price, and course, I wasn't happy with it, but that's his price. He gave me a time frame, and we agreed to that. I mean, nobody has the right to tell somebody that's trying to run a business what they should be charging. If he feels like he needs to charge me $3,000 to balance drive shafts and correct what was wrong from whoever did them last, then that's what it is. But the Kingpins, though, they weren't that hard. I heard horror stories about them. I personally never did them before, but I know, yeah, I mean, you can't see nothing on the video, but there's a pin that goes down through here with bushings in here and then down in here. Pretty labor intensive, but not bad, especially when you've seen them with the shop charges. It was a day of my time, and I saved thousands of dollars. So. And then while I'm just throwing parts at my truck and don't know what I'm doing, we got new tie rods, there's new wheel bearings. I was going to replace the bushings in here. They're all good. There's literally no movement in them at all. And once we leave out of this garage, we're getting our alignment done. We'll be good to go. About a month ago, we threw on this fast lift pump. You'd be like, why is there two different filters on there? Well, the fast fuel filters, these are the XL. That's their biggest size. This is your particulate filter. This is your water separator. I'd have both cat on here, but the cat filter that this is saying it's called for is the same one that's right here. And honestly, like, if you look at the flange on here, I think it could restrict fuel flow. I think there's probably a different part number that's probably better for that. So we continue to run this one. But larger filters are always better. But these aren't as important as this one. Obviously, everything runs through these, and then eventually runs through this before entering the motor. I know I'm speaking Chinese to like Detroit guys and shit right now, but no, cats, you run cat fuel filters, period. There's too much money invested to not run what you're supposed to. But Rocket, what is shop rate that you see? Listen, the last few times I was in a jam and had to go to a shop for things, I mean, I've seen $250 an hour. I've seen almost 300. It's insane. So, if you can't wrench on your truck and you're an owner-operator, God bless you. My wheelbase is 305. Or 306 or something. I don't know. But I bought the truck stretched already, and whoever did, they didn't do a bad job stretching the truck. Get in here. You can see they have it double framed a pretty good amount of the way. They did that right, but when it came time to do the Driveline, they fumbled the ball. Yeah, man, I wish I was getting paid to do this stuff. I mean, hell, that might be my next venture after this. just doing road service. A few weeks ago, I think same time we did a lift pump. I know, I'm surprised no one's commented yet. If you look at this bracket right here, notice the hole in the middle. You have that. So I know I could have ordered one of these aftermarket and saved a boatload of money. Now those are obviously are factory Peterbilt up front and on the other side. These are still pack car, but when I went to Peterbilt because I wanted OEM brackets, and they sell me this hunk of crap. And literally you can go aftermarket and buy the same thing for $300, but Peterbilt wants to charge you $800, and the casting on it is terrible. I mean, it looks like crap. I got a drop deck, low pro drop deck. So we do a lot of equipment. Yeah, we do oversize. I try to avoid being heavy. This is not a heavy spec truck by any means. And it's weird because, like, my next trailer is probably going to be a super stretch double drop. But I'm going to spec it to still be light. And I'll still do over-dimensional equipment and whatnot. But it's crazy. I'll see like Freightliners and Volvos that are just literally like company trucks spec'd out, and they're pulling RGNs. It's like, what the hell are you doing? Like, if you want to haul heavy, man, that's you better have your truck spec'd for, otherwise you're doing crazy shit all the time, like this right here, so to speak. Unfortunately, right here is so are you doing the front or rear maintenance? Oh no, we just did our rears, both of them. Both rears, kingpins, shocks. We're doing wheel bearings. This guy's done. We're starting over here. We'll pick up our drive shafts tomorrow. And it's also tough, like I said, we're over the road, we're not at home, so we did not have all our tools. What you see here, I carry in the truck at all times. I mean, I have majority of what I need. We had to go buy a few jack stands. I borrowed a cherry picker from a friend. People just built this shop, are nice enough to let me use it. They're not even moved in here yet. This place is literally brand new. see here. Was the national fuel surge? They're both mainly pulled pneumatic tanks and end them. So fuel surcharge. I rarely see it. I can count on one hand how many times I've seen in a Raycon that I got a fuel surcharge for something. Everything's always all in, inclusive. It's tough right now, I will say that. Too many people are trying to run cheap. I choose not to. I pick and choose my runs. And like, okay, a breakdown happens. This absolutely sucks. Like, this is not what I need at the moment, but it is what it is. I'd be really mad if I was out there running cheap ass freight and having this problem. Well, like I said, we got all our axles pulled, ready to go. Got all our lug nuts off, but 2 on each one. It's getting late, and I'm not trying to make a bunch of noise hammering on the impact out here. There is neighbors, and well, I don't really give a shit, but it's out of common respect for the shop that I'm using. I don't care, but I don't want to put somebody else in a position where they're like, hey, you're being a little loud. Like, no, fuck that. We also been riding around. I carry all kinds of spare parts and tools. Even though our transmission is only a year old, our tail shaft was leaking. I've had this seal kit with me for probably 6 months. We're gonna go ahead and throw that in as well. It's under warranty, but you know what? What am I gonna do? Take a day off to go have somebody else do this while this is probably $40? It don't make sense. What is an average home later? I mean, it's hard to say. It depends on when, where, how, and what, you know? But I try to do things like where, I mean, it depends. It depends the terrain that I'm running in, how heavy I am, how light I am, if it's oversized. There's so many factors in that. At times I'll run for less than what I normally run, but if it's really light, getting me to a better freight paying area, then I'll do it. But if the truck's rolling, you know, OTR, if it's not doing over $200 an hour for your drive time, you might as well quit. But OTR, I try to shoot for $2,000 a day. So if a run was $6,000, I better have it delivered in 3 days. But I'm gonna have it there in 2, because you're gonna have a deadhead out of there. But I really hope the funds allowed for new drives. These are still, I mean, they're worn, but they got a little bit of life in them. But after all this, I mean, funds are pretty much tapped out. got 965 on the odometer. For an 05, that's not bad. But like I said, motor, trans, clutch, all that, got 100K on them. Now everything else is going to be brand new. We should be good to rock for quite some time. Papa Smurf, thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, this is part of it. It's, I can't sit here and get mad or whatever, but it's more detrimental that I'm sitting for a week and a half than spending this money. That's what costs more. Like I say, 13K in repairs. Yeah, this is the same week I got a bunch of notes due. So it's more like 20 grand. And it's just poof, gone. See ya. That's what hurts. It's what, when you sit and you have bills, that's what it hurts. If you have everything paid off, it doesn't really matter. I've been in that position. I had a rig paid for. It just got wore out, and here we are. But this is a huge upgrade from the last one. And I feel like the freight market's picking up a little bit. It's not drastic, but it is going up. The biggest thing is the fuel needs to come down a little bit more. That's why we added I'm trying to do things for fuel mileage. So we did, like I said, we did the 30. I mean, our rears were going bad anyway, so we ditched the 355s, went to 336s. So that'll help with our cruising speed, RPM, and all that with our torque curve with this motor. We did the fast lift pump, and then I did a cat power harness. I got a dial right here. I know it seems probably a little bit blurry. There's 10 positions on there. I think max, it gives you probably another 100 horsepower, 250 on torque. It doesn't run quite right on that. So I run it on probably 6.5, 7 setting. And it seems to do the best. So the spec on the motor is 550 horse. With the lift pump and that power harness, all that power harness does is, so this is us. And yes, we made these ends right here. Do it professional. Don't zip tie and wire nut shit together. That's stupid. You'll be on the side of the road. But this power harness goes, it's right here. Goes in between your boost sensor, right here. And then there's another one that goes in between fuel pressure, fuel temperature. And it basically, it tricks the motor into thinking it's not doing what it is and that it should do more. So it bumps your power up, it advances your timing. So the setting we run it at, we're probably sitting at like 600 horse, 625. We do got to be careful with running 336s with that kind of power. You will rip them rears slowly out of the truck. If you try racing off the line or anything, you just take it easy, roll into it, and you're good to go. But these guys were a pretty penny. I've dealt with this place in the past. I found them a while back. And when I pulled in there, they're like, man, you look familiar. I said, yeah, I used to have the old 92 Peterbilt, the burgundy, red rooster pink. He's like, oh, okay, I remember you. Because originally the steer tires were going to be $1,900 out the door for the pair, mount and balanced. And then they gave me the invoice, and it was $1,500. So it helps when you know people. And Mad Max from earlier that I throw parts at trucks. What a shame. Here's a tie rod end. You know why I replaced this? Because I'll admit to say that I damaged the castle nut while removing these. And Peterbilt, because I'm in a jam and I need parts right now, they don't separate the castle nut from the tie rod end, so we replaced the tie rod ends. But these are still tight and good. Most people would just say, I'll just put a new nut on there. No, we replaced them. But there's nothing wrong with them. They're still good. But we put new on there. And honestly, like, these were, I don't know, I think they were like $50 a piece. I could go look at the invoice. And why would you let $50 ruin a $800 or $900 tire? That's stupid, right? I think here's the other side. Still tight. I swear most people on the internet suck. Like Mad Max over there. They want to hate. It's ridiculous. He said his truck's 2024, but he didn't say what brand. Yeah, I could go get fucking 6 2024 Freightliners. What the hell are you gonna do with them? They'll all be in the shop. But let's see what they charge us for the tie rods, because I said $50. I probably undershot it. Alright, $65. And this is our wheel bearings, seals, and tie rods. Minimal stuff. That's what it is. And then our rears and some yokes. That's with an exchange after the core charge. Stupid sales tax. And we still have, like I said, we still got the Kingpins, the shocks I bought. That's another $1,500, and our drive shafts are $3,000. That's what they quoted me. Not to mention, like I said, I'm OTR, so I don't have every tool that I need, so I've had to buy shit to do the wheel bearings, 4-inch socket, stuff like that. Race and seal installers for the drives. Some other big socket sets. And what's sickening is, like, I have most of this stuff, I have all of this stuff in my house, in my garage. So I literally have triples, quadruples of everything at this point. So I'll probably leave most of that here in case I ever have a problem in the future. This stuff's already here. Our fluid sitting over there for the rears. So what, thank God for that low propane heater. It's actually heating this whole garage. It's 4,500 square foot garage. And it's like 15 degrees outside right now. Just filled the tank up earlier today. Actually, it wasn't bad. It was only like 70 bucks to get it filled for 100 pounds. It's actually warm in here. Gotta turn it off. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna try to get something else done here tonight, and give you an update tomorrow. Peace out.